Hey guys, it's Troy again. We're going to go over Office today. If you're coming from Windows, we've covered making the decision to switch. We've covered making a live USB so you can check it out before you decide to jump in. We've went over what you're going to do for a browser. Now we're going to go over Office. Now if you're on Microsoft Windows, you're more than likely using Microsoft Office. You've either got it fully downloaded on your PC or you're using their online version. Now, if you've got a Office 365 account and you're using Office at present, you can still use it right here through Firefox in your browser. If you're using the free version that's cut way back and doesn't have all the features that Office does, we have the opportunity to show you something today that will definitely be worth the download. Same thing if you're using Google Docs online. This is something you can have locally that's just as powerful and just as productive as Microsoft Office. And the best part, it's free. So that's what we're going to go over today on Mainstream Linux. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your Software Center or your Add and Remove software program, whatever you might be using, whether you're on Ubuntu or Pop OS. You got the Pop Store or the Pop Shop they call it, or you have the Ubuntu Software Center. Just go in, do a search, type in LibreOffice, and it'll do a search and bring you back everything. As you can see, I've already downloaded it. Go ahead and download it, install it. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do, if you're on Ubuntu or you're on Pop, you're on a Debian-based system or an Ubuntu-based system, is you're going to want to get the Microsoft Core fonts. This is easy. Sounds scary, but it's easy. If you're on Ubuntu, what you're going to want to do is open a terminal window. It's real simple. Just bring it up. And you're going to want to just cut or copy and paste. And if you're on Ubuntu, you hit enter. The next screen you'll see is an end user license agreement, the EULA for the Microsoft software. You just click OK. And it says, do you accept? Click yes. And it'll download. You'll see a screen like this pop up. It'll say progress, and everything's done and downloaded. Now, if you decided to use Manjaro like me, just go over to Add and Remove software, do search, time it MS Core Fonts. It'll do a search. Now, this is something I didn't go over. If you are using Manjaro, when you're in this, first time you open it up, see this little hamburger menu, click on it, Preferences. Put in your password that you've set. Nope. And you're going to have some general information, some advanced information. Official repositories are going to be on out of the box. AUR, that's Arch User Repository. This is a package manager or software manager that is created by the Arch users. Now, Manjaro is built on Arch. Arch is just a different flavor of Linux, so don't let that scare you. When this is out of the box, it comes unchecked. What you want to do is check that on. I have snaps checked on, and I have Flatpaks too. It's another way to get packages on your system, and we will discuss those in a future video, but right now we're more concerned about the Arch User Repository. So once you've turned that on, what you want to do is go up and do your search. And as you can tell, when I originally did my search and it was on all, let's do MS Core Fonts. And if you get nothing, just start clicking. Go down the Arch User Repository, there it is. TTF MS Fonts. You hit build, it'll go for about a minute, it'll automatically install the fonts. So once that's done, you've got LibreOffice downloaded, you've got the Microsoft fonts downloaded. So it's time to open LibreOffice. So go over to your Office programs, LibreOffice, and it'll open up. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is just go into Writer. As you can see, Everybody always tells me this looks dated, but I'm going to show you a couple things here to make it look better and what you're more used to. First thing you want to do is you want to go to Tools and Options. Let me slow that down. Tools, Options, and you're going to come up to this screen. First thing you're going to want to do is go under LibreOffice down to Advanced, and if you look down here it says Enable Experimental Features. May be unstable. It's not unstable, it's very stable, but it gives you the ability to make this look a little bit more like Microsoft Office, so go ahead and click on that and click Apply. Now what it's going to do is tell you it needs to restart, so go ahead, click Apply, Restart. Go ahead and click Writer again and click on Tools and go back down to Options. Load and Save. What you're going to want to do right here is go under Load and Save and go to General. Now document types, text document, always save as. This is going to be on yours right now, probably ODT. What you're going to want to set it at is Word 2007 through 365.docx. Just click on it and apply. Now that means every document you send, save, open, close, is going to be saved as a Microsoft Word document or in the Microsoft format. So if you're doing an Excel spreadsheet or you're doing it, a calc is what LibreOffice calls it, you can be set up for that. Now once you've done that, we want to go up to LibreOffice again, General, personalization. You can go in here, and if you want to change the bar color up here, you can play around with that. That's more of what you need to do for yourself actually. Now under LibreOffice View, you've got your icons that you're using, which you can leave alone, and you just see how much access you have here. Now back over to LibreOffice Writer, General, View, Formatting. We want to go to Basic Fonts Western. Click on that. Now these will be set up with LibreOffice icons. What you're going to want to do is change them over to Microsoft icons. So what you're going to do is you're just going to click Default, scroll through here. I usually leave everything at Arial because Arial is a good one. Now when you change it here, make sure all of these say Arial. If they don't, go ahead and change them over to Arial. And then you're going to want to, I scrolled, there we go, hit Apply. Now you're saving in Microsoft Doc format, and you're also typing in Microsoft Font Doc format. Go ahead and close out. Now next thing you're going to want to do is go over to View, and if you go down here to User Interface, it's set on Standard Toolbar out of the box. Now you can work with this. You can work with this and kind of get a different look of how you want it, but you can kind of customize it. I generally go with tabbed because that looks a lot like Microsoft, so I'm going to click on Tab, and there you go, I have my tabs. Okay, go back to Home. Now if you don't want this bar up here, you want to hide it so it's not always showing. If you look over here to the left, it says Menu Bar. Click and it's gone. If you want it back, click and it's back, and you can make your changes here. But then you have the ability to do whatever you want. You can type, you can, and it gives you everything. Now let me show you something. Let me close this out. Let's open this back up. Go to Office, LibreOffice Calc. There's your spreadsheet. This will replace your Excel. And everything that you do in Excel, you can do in here. Same formulas, same everything, adjustments, everything. And when you save it, it'll be saved in Microsoft format. Now, it's not as pretty as a lot of the other ones, but when it comes down to getting work done, being productive, which is mainly why you use programs like this, this is a very powerful tool. Now what you also can do, if you want, go over to Tools, okay, now as I was saying, go to LibreOffice, Go to View. Now you've got icon styles. If you watch my icons up here, they'll change. Once I apply, you get different looking icons. Apply. See how they change? Now see how you can't see those? Oh, whoa. Didn't mean to do that. See how you can't see these? Well, when I go over here and I go to System Settings and I change my global theme back to dark and apply, I forgot, it's got to restart. LibreOffice Writer. There we go. Dark mode. Now see, my icons are nice and standing out, so you can change those around as well. There's just so many things you can do with it. I use it daily. I use it as part of my business. I haven't touched Microsoft version of Office in, Lord, I don't even remember. But I'm going to go back to Calibre. I think that's what I was on. Yes, because I like the off-color ones. But anyway, that's just a quick overview of LibreOffice and what it can do for you. If you would like to see me do a more in-depth video, please leave a comment, and we'll get more in-depth to things that you can do. But generally speaking, if you've done it in Microsoft Office, if you've done it in Google Docs, this is something you can have downloaded on your computer free of charge, that is updated consistently, that gives you the power that those Microsoft and Google alternatives do. And it's something you have locally. You can be on an airplane doing work. You can be in a motel doing work. Wherever you are, you can sit down and have an Office suite right there for you, ready to go. But I appreciate your time today. Thank you for watching my video. Hopefully this answered your questions. Like I said, leave a comment below if you've got any other questions or just want to tell me how poorly I'm doing my videos at the beginning here. But I appreciate y'all watching. Please like and subscribe. And that's it today from Mainstream Linux.